It is the before and it is the after of who you were and who you are becoming. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope you are bringing your coffee, your water, or your tea and just come along and follow me. No, but seriously, don't forget to like and subscribe this video if you like anything surrounding faith, motherhood, and intentional and slow living. My name is Sofia and welcome to Wild Honey Homee. We're going to be talking about something that is quite important for me, and I feel like I have not seen much people talk about it. I am doing lots of recipes that I have never done before. I'm gonna get my apron and make sure to check them out in the description down below. Summer is coming, and honestly, for me, summer foods are my favorite types of food. There's tons of probiotics and prebiotic foods that you can eat in the summer. Most of these things, I am doing them for the first time. And talking about the first time, let's talk about when I was a first time mother. Because when I became a mother, I thought that I just had to choose. I thought I had to choose between who I was and who I was becoming. Between my dreams or my diapers. Between my calling or cleaning the house. And to be fair, I was a single mom back then, so the amount of pressure of people, of comments and opinions that I heard, I just thought motherhood was gonna swallow me and my entire purpose. But I pray that wherever you are in your journey, you can come and sit down with me, have a little talk while I cook, and hopefully you will too. The recipe for today is a classic Salvadorian curtido, and this is so good to put in salads, sandwiches, or just to eat on its own, and it's like fermenting everything you can imagine. But today I'm using half an onion, I used half a cucumber, and then I used shredded carrots. And the recipe, it is a cup of water, half of vinegar, salt to your liking, pepper, a bit of oregano, and this is like really little because oregano can tend to make things better, and bay leaves. So once you finish, you're just gonna put it all together. I strained it, but I suggest to not do that, and that's pretty much it. I know the topic is hot, I know it is, but so is it in here. Shall we continue? So one of the most frequent comments I would hear was to forget about myself for the next 18 years. However, since I am 19, I've always wanted a big family, so I would hear those comments and I would be like, so it would be like 18 and then more years and then more years and then more years because I want more children. However, I didn't let that stop me. I used that as a motivator and inspiration to actually do the things that I love with my daughter at that time. I started doing little things. So I had my girl, a very historic time that everybody stayed in their houses, and you know what I mean. So what I did during those times was to actually go outside, and my girl was about like a month maybe, and I just went outside and just started walking through the neighborhood and with my stroller, and it just felt like a little piece of freedom, because obviously what we were living, but the confidence that it gave me to start doing little things with her, and just like the little things and the little things. In the little things, we actually, I I want to say that we both started a business from scratch because she was always with me, on top of me. She was a very like high demand baby, and she would not do anything without me. So we just started doing everything together. We started a business from scratch. I was studying in university and also at the Institute of Integrative Nutrition, and we both did that together. And we also went outside and we camped together in various farms throughout the island, and it was just a precious moment. I want to talk about a few things to, number one, inspire you. Number two, you can actually do this, to actually do it. And number three, some facts about how motherhood is such a sacred moment if we surrender to the Lord and we let the Lord use us for us to fulfill the purpose that He so wants us to do. I know that the world says to kiss our dreams goodbye, but for me, when I had my firstborn in my hands for the first time, that was the moment that I started to dream. That was the moment that my whole life changed, and I knew what was hope, I knew what was joy. And I was scared, of course, of the uncertainty, and I was so young, and I was a single mom, and there was a lot of things, but she just brought the sun to my life, and that's what her name means. Her name means light and wisdom. She had that name, and it was for a reason. To the mama wondering if you are lost, let me just tell you, you're not. We are OD'd in a world filled with information, filled with so many comments and opinions about each type of motherhood, whether you do this or you do that, or you do this or you do that. And you know what? Even in our own circle of friends. And I just want to tell you that what your instincts are, and as long as you're praying and what you feel is the best and right decision for your children, just go with that always, because that's what's gonna bring you peace. Knowledge and information will bring you peace. However, knowledge, prayer, information and prayer will bring you peace, because it's easy when you let God just shine through you. There are moments that you might be worried, but in His surrendering, everything will be fine. So grab your water, because we're not only drinking coffee in this house, we're also hydrating a lot. Let's bring up the statistics, because I'm not just making things up, and it's not just me, it's science if you needed that. So 80% of mothers say that being a parent is the most important aspect of who they are. So let's bring statistic number one. 80% of mothers says that being a parent is the most important aspect of their life. That means that 8 out of 10 mothers say that parenting is much more important than any title, any job, or any role that they've ever had, because they find meaning to being a mom. Statistic number two. 69% of mothers say that parenting is rewarding most or all of the time. And I hope that this video makes you come with me and be in that 69% of statistics. I'm gonna bring the third one, and this one is a little bit more emotional. 70% of mothers say that even through the bad, the hardest, the difficult seasons of life, motherhood brings them a deep sense of reward. Fourth one, and this one brings me much joy to say it. Mothers often tend to report that they have higher levels of purpose and meaning compared to those that are not parents. And I just want to say that motherhood, it is a beautiful way of connecting, of nurturing, of healing, of just being the best version of ourselves. So not only we impact our lives, but we are able to impact a whole generation coming right after us. And I feel like when you understand that children are a heritage of the Lord, that He had a purpose not only with them but with you, as how you're gonna steward your children, as how you're gonna show the love of Yahweh into your children, as how He wants to minister your life and take it from something and give it a whole purpose into another. It is the before and it is the after of who you were and who you are becoming. Let's stop saying that when we have children, it is a sacrifice. It is leaving our dreams behind. It is saying goodbye to the life that we once knew. And instead of saying that, let's speak life and declare it to the treasures that God has entrusted us with. Instead, pray that God allows you to see the dreams and visions He has for you and your family in this new chapter. Start doing those things with your children, even if they take time, even if it's messy, even if it's loud, even if it can take you such a while. It doesn't matter, because you know what? You're teaching them through you what it is to be disciplined, what it is to be structured, what it is to be a pursuer of your dreams and your goals, what it is to achieve things, what it is to grow, and what it is to respect with honor and dignity the things that the Lord is giving you in this chapter of life. And this is what I'm doing exactly in this video. None of these recipes, I've made them before, but here I am making them for the first time because I'm excited and because I love when my children eat food from me that they actually enjoy. And to be honest, I am not a cooker. I burn most of my foods, and honestly, through the first times as being a mother and a wife, I just burn food so much. And I still do, so I'm still learning. I am not a perfect person, and the Lord doesn't want me to be, and my children don't need me to be like that. They just need to be with me and see me and be part of who I am becoming, of who I am maturing to be, and to be the mother of my dreams. Next time you're thinking about chasing your dreams or your diapers, or to leave all your hobbies behind and don't follow them anymore. If you ever think that again, I want you to not only come back to this video, or you have a friend that is going through this, number one, send them this video. Number two, let's come to the Bible. This is your weapon throughout whole motherhood. And if you're in the season of waiting, girl, let me tell you, without this, nothing. And we're gonna come to our first verse, which is Proverbs 31:25, and it says, "Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in the time to come." Just a reminder that God covers us with a promise through every season. He equips us with grace and strength so we can face the future with confidence and not fear. Next one, it is Isaiah 40:11, and it says, "He shall feed his flock like a shepherd, and he shall gather the lambs with his arm, and carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young." Another beautiful promise that God will lead the mothers who will ask for his help, and for us to know that there is a special attention to us, to seek out his care and guidance so we can do it to the ones that are depending on us, especially when we have young littles. Then we're gonna go to Philippians, and it is such a short but mighty book, 1:6. And it says, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. Even as motherhood shapes us in this new chapter, God is faithfully completing his work through us. We are not losing ourselves, we are growing in his purpose. Comment down below. I would love to know what is one thing you're trying out for the first time, or if you're actually inspired to take an old hobby or passion of yours to start doing it again. It doesn't matter if your children are there, it doesn't matter if they're touching you or on you, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to finish it, just do it and let the purpose of God be completed in you. So thank you so much for watching. This is Wild Honey Homee. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with a new mama or someone you know that is going exactly through this. I'll see you on the next video.